What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to tell you the sad tale of a boy named Tekashi. Okay, so this boy's story starts out in New York City. All right, he is born to a Mexican mother and a Puerto Rican father. The boy has a good life for the most part up until he's a young teenager when his father dies. I think he got killed. So this boy Tekashi now is going through a lot of emotional difficulties. He doesn't know where he fits in life. He's torn between his Mexican mother and Puerto Rican father's different influences on him, but he's still a good kid. He still stays out of trouble. He stays in school, and he lives as a regular young person would. Now, this story takes place in a strange time of the world, in a time where there's something called social media, where people basically create profiles and put pictures of themselves and tell their story, their life story, to everyone else in the world through these pictures. Now, the problem with this time in our world is that most of these pictures that people put are fake. They're not really representative of what the person's actual life is. Because of that, a lot of people get popular based on their social media, when their real life is nothing at all like that. So in this time of our world, a lot of fake people are very popular, and people are very easily fooled into believing the hype, into believing phony images about other people. They're very gullible people. It's a time in our world where people are all very foolish. We're not very enlightened during this time when this story takes place. So this young Mexican Tekashi grows up, and when he becomes about 17 or 18 years old, he starts getting involved in making music. Another thing about this time of our world when this story takes place is the music is really, really different than what it had been before. You could barely understand the words. The people who make the music pretty much all look the same. And there's this crazy fad, crazy trend occurring where men dress up like women. I don't understand it. I don't know where it came from, but they actually do. They dress up like women. Some of them actually put on dresses. They wear makeup. They carry little purses. And it's a very strange time of the world. But that's the time that this young boy grows up in. So he starts making music, and he realizes that the social media thing is the way to go. I got to be like everyone else who became popular and create a fake persona. Let me create a character that people will like and that will impress people and that people will basically want to know more about. So he decides to create a character called 6ix9ine. So this new character comes with a bunch of different changes. Where this little Mexican boy looked like a normal kid from the Pueblo before, now he covers himself in tattoos all over his body, even on his face. And then he decides to stand out even more, because that's not enough. Most of these, musicians now have those tattoos on their faces and body already. So he decides, I'm going to paint my hair in a rainbow color. I'm going to have rainbow colored hair. So he dyes his hair all different colors. Then he decides, I'm going to have rainbow colored teeth. And that's going to be his thing, the rainbow. So for those of you that may not know, rainbow is normally associated with gay people. So this boy basically is telling the world, by the way he acts, by the way he dresses, just by the way he moves, and by the way he colors his hair and teeth, that I'm really a secret gay boy. But I'm not ready to put that out. Even though in this strange time of our world, being gay is also very popular and makes people cool for some reason. It's unbelievable, strange time that this story takes place. But nevertheless, this boy Tekashi did his thing with his social media, created this fake image, and started gaining a little momentum, started getting a little popular. Then he started thinking, and he realized, you know what else is very popular? What people follow and people really like and gravitate towards? Is tough guys. bad boy images. It's always been known that the bad boy is the one that the women like and always want to be with. So he decides now to create a second layer of this fake persona, 6ix9ine, and that is, I'm going to be a gang member. I'm going to be a badass, and I'm going to start talking like I'm a real fucking dangerous person. Like people should be afraid of me and never fuck with me. So now he starts going all over this social media thing, acting like he's this real badass. And he starts putting real gang members, who are also fucking punks also, around him. And now all these fucking punks are all gathered, and they start taking pictures of themselves and videos of themselves and putting them all over the internet. All right? Now, what these young fools don't know is that also at this time in our world, the government is all over these types of social media sites. The government watches everything that everybody does. Everything. And they listen, they monitor everything. So this young boy from the Pueblo now is all over the internet in these tough guy pictures, tough guy roles, tough guy videos. He even starts talking very disrespectfully to a lot of people all over the place. And he starts telling people, suck my dick. That's what he says. Now, this stupid young boy also doesn't know that that is the most fucking offensive thing that you could ever say to a man. And in jail, if you say something like that or are heard talking like that, you're going to get hurt very bad before you finish the sentence. Just when you say, suck my, boom, you're going to catch one right to the face. You're going to go on the ground, and that little boy would cry for his mama. So the boy starts getting famous now. He starts making a lot of money. And again, he has these fake-ass gang members all around him. And he starts acting like he's part of that gang. And he starts thinking he's a big shot. He starts thinking that he's real special now. He starts going all over the place, telling people that he's the greatest, and that he's the king of New York, and that he's a tough guy, and nobody can fuck with me. Anybody come test me anytime you want. And remember, the whole thing is a fake. It's all an act. This boy is not really that. This boy never has done anything in his life that he's talking about. He has never shed blood. He's never hurt anybody. He's never been to fucking prison. He's never done anything. But he got so caught up in this act that the fake personality, the 6ix9ine, became more of a part of his life than the person that he used to be. So the fake guy started now being basically 95% of the time he's putting on the act. And because the government was watching, and because they're all over these social media things, he started attracting the wrong kind of attention. He started attracting attention of the federal government now. And because he's in these pictures, giving them all this evidence of him being friends and associate with gang members, they fall under certain criminal acts where he can be charged just for being around them and being involved with them. And there's a lot of shit that this boy has no idea is about to hit him that actually happened. So there's a world of hurt coming for this young boy, and he has no idea about it. And all this time that this is taking place, there's this wise old man that very few people know about named Hollywood. And this wise old man named Hollywood is trying his best to tell people not to be like this, not to fall victim to this kind of bullshit, that this is not real, this is fake. Don't follow in this guy's footsteps. Don't try to impress people. Don't try to act tough. But because this old man Hollywood is so unpopular, he's only known by such a small group of people, the word never reaches the young Mexican boy Tekashi. So what ends up happening to this kid is he gets arrested. He gets arrested because he's involved with all these gang members. They're all around him. He's helping them with money. They're hanging out with each other. They're making all these videos, showing themselves, acting tough like gangsters, even showing guns on the videos. This young boy is too stupid to know that just showing yourself with a gun or with a gang member, either or, could put you in prison. He doesn't know this because there are no wise old men like that guy Hollywood in this young Mexican boy's life. He doesn't have that, and his own father is long dead, not around to teach him. During this time that this story takes place, the world is also very strange because they make the dumbest people the most popular. And they make very dumb, foolish people famous. So guys like that old Hollywood, nobody would listen to anyway. People are not interested in this. He's also on social media, but when he shares what he wants to pass on to everyone else, good information, real knowledge, things that would benefit them, nobody wants to hear this crap. They want to hear or they want to see stupid, simple-minded entertainment. Dumb shit is what's popular in this time. So this boy Tekashi ends up arrested now and charged with a whole bunch of different crimes. Crimes that he didn't even understand or know existed because he's still a young little fool, even though he's already an adult. Now this boy goes to jail. He was just on the street before saying all these tough things, suck my dick, I'm the baddest motherfucker, I'm the king of New York. Now, this boy is actually in jail. So his whole fake persona has to see a harsh reality of what real tough life actually is. And they put him in this jail, and this young boy with his rainbow hair and his rainbow teeth and all these tattoos all over him stands out like a sore thumb. And he's a skinny little punk, and people see him and look at him, and immediately this young boy realizes something's wrong here. Why are these men looking at me like I'm a woman? I'm not a woman, I'm a man. But to everyone else in there, they're looking at him like he's a woman. They're looking at him like they're about to fucking eat him up. He's prey. So the young boy now realizes, I should not have done this. This was a mistake. I wish somebody could have told me. What did I do to myself? All the money the boy made from music, the government now took from him. They took all his money away. He has nothing left. They won't let him bail out. And he's sitting in there crying now, looking for his mama. But his mama's nowhere to be found. Not only is his mama nowhere to be found, but those same people that he was saying all those disrespectful things to before, telling everybody to go fuck themselves and do this and that, those people are now also looking for his mama, looking to hurt his family, to punish him. So this boy now is in a world of shit. He doesn't know what to do. He's always said that if he ever went to jail, he could survive anywhere, all the fake tough guy talk. But as soon as he actually got there, when he saw those people looking at him like that, just like this wise old man Hollywood once said, he had no choice but to check himself into protective custody. So he cried out for the guard, and the guard came and said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "I can't live here. I can't survive. I need your protection. Please help me." And they took him out and packed his shit, and they took him to a special jail where the snitches go, where the people who are too weak, too soft, or who are cops or who are informants, they go live there. They go live there, who are sex offenders, because he can't live in the real jail. So now all that tough guy shit is already vanished in his mind. He knows that it's all fake. He knows, even though he started to believe it himself because it happened for so long and everyone was encouraging it and he was getting so popular and famous. What this boy also didn't realize is that when you go to jail, if you have any kind of sexual charges against a minor, any kind of rape, anything like that, you also have a much bigger problem than your regular situation. So this boy also, as he became popular and famous, decided to have sex with a 13-year-old girl. Him and his friend decided that it was a good idea to have sex with this girl and to film this encounter, to film her in a bed with them and to put it on social media. So the boy was lucky that he didn't go to jail for that. He ended up getting probation, but that's still there. And he thinks it's all good, no problem. I didn't go to prison for it. But he forgot that, or he didn't know that when you go to jail, you end up in prison. These people know everything. They have access to your files. So now they're calling him a child molester also. So now this boy's in his protective custody cell crying, begging the guards to call his lawyer, try to find my mama, call the judge, call the prosecutor. And now what happens is what this old wise man Hollywood always knew would happen. That these fake motherfuckers end up telling on everybody. He finally realized now that it was all bullshit. It was all an act. And the truth is, I can't live here. I'm not even close to being able to live in this fucking environment. I'm at the very bottom of the food chain. These guys will fucking kill me. They will destroy me. They will make me a sexual bitch. They will take advantage of me. I never seen nothing like this back in the Pueblo before. But this is the kind of shit he was talking about. The tough guy talk. So now all those things that he saw and heard those gang members around him who are also punks say and do, he's on the phone or he's having meetings with the prosecutor and his lawyer, and he's telling them everything. He's telling them, listen, I can't be in this fucking jail. I can't stay here. There's no fucking way I can do real time. I can't go to prison. These guys are going to eat me alive. I can't survive with my rainbow colored hair and gay tattoos all over my face. And the fact that they're calling me a child molester. I can't live here. They already took all my money. They already probably destroyed my career. My whole reputation's gone now because people know that I'm a little bitch. I'm a little punk. So he learned his lesson. But unfortunately, it's too late for this young boy. Because the government has hit him with so many charges that they're telling him, we already know everything. We already heard everything. All those things that you're trying to tell us for us to give you some less time or to do you some favors, we already know because you guys are such dumb motherfuckers that you put it on video for us. You took pictures of it. You recorded all this information for us and put it on social media, so we already have it. So there really is nothing that you're going to be able to tell us that we don't already know. Now this fucking little Mexican boy from the Pueblo, his little heart is broken. Because he knows, I'm finished. What do I do? What do I do? What he ends up doing is, he ends up telling everything anyway. Even after they told him we know everything, he said, well, I want to help you. Please, I'll help you anyway so you can tell the judge that I did this. Please, I need some help. He ends up telling on everybody. Those gang members that were taking money from him, trying to be cool, those guys end up with 20 and 30 year sentences. A couple of them end up with 8 to 10 year sentences. And this young boy, Tekashi, ends up having to serve 3 years in prison. 3 years is not a long time for the things that he was doing. Not a long time at all. But he still has to serve these 3 years. They take all his money, he has a bunch of fines, and his reputation is destroyed. And for those entire 3 years that he has to serve, he has to stay in a cell by himself, in protective custody, surrounded by child molesters, cops, and fucking rats. And all that fake tough guy shit, out the window. Finished. And after the 3 years comes home, he realizes that he's ruined, his whole opportunity is gone, people all hate him now, people don't respect him now, and people also know that his whole entire story was fake and phony, and that he ended up crying to his mama and telling on everybody. So he takes what little money he can come up with and goes back to Mexico, where his mama was from, and lives in that little pueblo and stays quiet for the rest of his life and never goes on social media again. The reason I share this story with you guys is so you can listen and learn to what this stupid kid had to go through in order to realize it's not a good thing to try to impress people. It's not a good thing to pretend to be something that you're not. And it's definitely not a good thing to talk disrespectfully to other people. It's not a good idea. And all these things that this boy had to go through in the end could have been avoided if only he had heard the words of that wise old man named Hollywood that barely anybody knew about, who was willing to help anybody. I hope you guys took something from this story. I hope you guys learned some lessons in this story by yourself as well. Don't be like this guy. Don't put tattoos all over your body and face. Definitely don't color your hair in a rainbow or any color. Definitely don't wear rainbow colored teeth. And don't go around disrespecting people. And don't tell people to suck your dick. Ever. Don't ever say those words to anyone. to a man at least. Never say these things. I hope this was an interesting and funny story for you guys. Please share your comments. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.